Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome to the Horse Health Q&A. Michael got fired from last week on doing the whole recap, giving you guys all of the updates. So I'm going to hop on here first and then pass it over to him because otherwise he gets very sidetracked and very, repetitive. So I'm going to hop on here first before he gets on here. Everybody's hopping on now. Hi, Charlene. Thank you. Yes, we are in Alaska. We are up here for our clinic this weekend. We are completely jet lagged. There was Michael came back from his Montana clinic. We trained horses, and then we hopped on a plane and headed to Alaska, which brought us in on a red eye. So a little bit crazy. Everybody's here in the Airbnb, and we head down to the location for tomorrow. Hi, Shelby. You're in the back. Sorry. All right. Hi, Diane, Renee. Jessica from Green Bay, Wisconsin, but it's a lot cooler than Mississippi. Hi, Lori, Debbie, awesome. Thank you guys so much for hopping on here. Oh, so many people. Very cool. All right, cool. So I'm going to hop on here, do a couple clerical things really quick. So if you have not yet signed up for the No Horse Left Behind Challenge, this is like our Bad Horse Challenge, not like the Horse Health Challenge. So the Bad Horse Challenge, you submitted in videos the past 2 years to show your horse doing something bad, and we gave away free training. For this one, we just have an application. So you just click the button, answer a couple questions about your horse and what you're having issues with, and we're giving away a bunch of different things. So over 100 prizes, whether that's horse training, retreats, access to our new course that's coming out, all kinds of wild things. So just get on there, submit something in. If you hear the babies in the back, Nellie, hangry. Hanger babies everywhere. It's been great. Don't forget, the link is in the comments here. You guys can find that. If you haven't yet signed up for our membership, it is for free. What are you doing? Oh, getting her crackers. Yeah, hangry. So if you haven't signed up for the membership yet, do so before August 15th. Because after that, it is no longer free and you cannot get access to it for free. The cool thing about that is once you're all signed up, we are going to be transitioning over to a brand new platform, a new way to go through and search all the videos. Super excited. It'll make things a lot easier that you could just type in a keyword like bolting or biting or bucking or rearing, and it's going to pull up every video in our membership program, over 700 videos, pull up the spot in the video where he talks about that. And you can watch that part live. So that might pull you into 25 different videos where he's actually going through that process or answering that question. So super excited about that. Excited to have you guys on for that transition. Again, we are in Alaska for our clinic this weekend. If you guys are in Alaska, come see us. It's going to be fun. Bring a raincoat. Never fails. It's definitely going to drizzle at some point. If you guys want to go with us to Africa, we are going on an African safari. We're going to be working some of the horses that they use for that African safari and training some new ones. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think, is it end up being a 5-day ride or a 3-day ride? 5 days. Okay, so it's a 5-day safari. I think they still have 2 spots left open. If you want a little bit of a wild adventure, if you want to swim in a pool where elephants are drinking out of, if you want to ride with the hippos and the giraffes and the lions and all of the things. Again, I've said this before, I will definitely be picking something that's not a paint. Not that I want to be associated with a zebra in any way, shape, or form, but that's kind of where I'm at. Last thing on here, we're going to have some different things coming up for signups for our Confidence Coaching Week. Again, it hasn't been put out there yet to get you signed up. We will have that sign up coming soon, but we're going to spend 7 days going live with you guys. We have all of the training knowledge in the industry to be able to share with you. Doesn't matter what your problem is, you're getting into the membership, you're going through, you're getting questions answered on here, you're doing our video submissions if you're already in our membership club and going through that. And now we kind of want to take that to the next level. So we know without a shadow of a doubt that we can train your horse and help you train your horse. But I think there's a little bit of a mindset block there where either you've had a bad experience in the industry or you've had somebody tell you that you can't do something. So we're going to spend a week going through confidence and trying to overcome things and things that Michael and I have went through that we've been able to overcome and kind of how we got through that. So you can realize that everybody is human. Everybody's going to make mistakes and you are not going to mess up your horse. So we're going to go through that. It's going to be super fun. All right, Michael, I am ready for you. Hop on here. Be excited with your coffee. He went to the store and he came back with reindeer meat and dehydrated salmon? No, smoked salmon. Cold smoked salmon. Cold smoked? Doesn't sound right. That sounds like my frozen hot coffee. Right. Frozen hot chocolate. all the things. All right, guys, I'm gonna sneak off of here, and I will be here if you have questions. I'll be in the comments.
Okay, what's happening? What's going on, guys? How are y'all doing? Another day in paradise up in Alaska, and we are ready to work some ponies. How do we stop a horse from biting you when you are on him? I'll be riding, and when he's over doing work, he will go for my leg and try to bite me, Miss Christine. So there's a couple of approaches to it. Some people just want to bonk the horse with their foot. Was the method I used early on in my training days. But really now, anytime a horse goes for my foot, I pull their face past my foot and disengage them a couple times. Then they're not looking to do that. If every time they reach around a nip, you pull their face past your leg and you move their butt around, they're nipping because they're done working. You know, they're fussy, they're this, they're that, the other. When you say, oh, well, now we're really going to make you work, well, then they have the tendency to not want to do that anymore. Question number 2.
It wasn't a baby. It was a video camera.
All right. Where is question number 2?
Scroll down a little bit. One was just early on, so you had it. Keep
Gotcha. And question number 2. I have a question about riding out and alone when your horse wants to turn back at every opportunity, and when they get anxious if another horse leaves them. Miss Sylvia. All right, Miss Sylvia. So it's all about face and butt. You get them soft and easy in their face and being able to disengage and move their butt. What I find is when the horse is more worried about you disengaging them, they don't want to turn back without you, because when they do, they get disengaged back in the direction that you want to go. Very similar to doing obstacles and spooky things like that. The day that your dog is more worried about your leash than the urge to run off, it will not run off anymore. Well, the same holds true with your horse. The day that they respect that rein more than their urge to run off, they will no longer try to turn back with you. So it's just a matter of being very clear, very precise, grab their face, move their butt, and face them back in the direction. So they get freedom when they go forward, and they get disengaged when they try to find their own direction. Question number 3. My horse sometimes bucks going into the canter. Yesterday went into the canter lovely, as had problems with right lead, but then bucked me out for the first time in 6 years. He is 15-year-old Spanish Andalusian, been badly treated and managed before in Spain. Any tips? P.S. Think he was a bit fresh too. Miss Kate. All right, Miss Kate. So it's all about how soft can we get that horse? How can we get that horse where he worries more about us redirecting his hindquarters and moving him in another direction than putting his head down? Think about this. Every horse, everything that doesn't behoove your health and well-being happens in a straight line. Bucking, running, rearing, it happens in a straight line. So you can go and check out our videos on power of the circle or riding the eye, and that's really going to give you confidence riding a horse that likes to buck. And it's going to give you a confidence to push the horse versus be a passenger on the horse and be worried about touching the gas pedal. If you are worried about pushing the gas pedal on your own pony, there is a problem. That's the equivalent of being scared to mash on the gas pedal on your own vehicle because you're scared it's going to pop, or, hey, you need to talk to a mechanic. So it's the same way. We get them so soft left and right, and then we show them how to move forward off center. So we call it riding the eye, where you can see the corner of their eye, and that really allows you to drive them off. When you show them how to ride like that, where you can drive them off in a circle and canter them off from a standstill or from backing, you'll find that you get more and more confidence, and the horse realizes, hey, it's a lot easier just to canter off than to buck. So it's going to come down to control the head, control the horse, getting them soft and easy. Again, check that out in our membership. If you're not on our membership, we are giving it away for free, $99 until the end of August. We're giving it away. So check that out, and check out the 2 videos, Power of the Circle and Riding the Eye. Those 2 things will really help any bucking horse.
You're okay.
Number 4, once a horse is solid with a laydown trick, would it be possible to teach them to be mounted from this position as long as it's safe for the horse and rider? Absolutely, Miss Jacqueline. So yeah, that's part of us extending the laydown. Is once we show them how to lay down off of a tap laydown, we want to show them how to do it from the saddle, mounting and dismounting. So you want to be able to do a performance, lay them down from the saddle and hop off, or vice versa, lay them down and hop on. Absolutely possible. And we see it as doing it more advanced. We see it as the natural next step to doing so. Usually we end up, the easiest way to do it is you move that tap from the ground up their leg to their shoulder blade. And we'll have
somewhere where you wouldn't touch it anytime.
Somebody on the ground doing it for you while you're in the saddle. So basically, I'll sit in the saddle and ask the horse to lay down, and they'll lay down, and then I'll be the one tapping with my. I like to tap with my toe because I usually don't carry a crop, but some people carry a crop and they'll ask them with the crop. But it's all just about, no matter how complex it sounds, it's all about those little layers, those little pressure and releases put together.
Number 5.
Just scrolling down. I haven't glitched out. This is just me, my reading face. This is what books get to see whenever I look at them. I'm just kidding. I don't read books unless they have pop-ups. All right.
Oh, your mom's trying to make you say code words. Stop it, Cindy. No code
Number
words.
5. How do you teach your horse to back up out of the trailer? He has no problem getting in or backing on the ground, just backing out of the trailer. Miss Melanie. So much of that is your trailer helps, number one. So much of the trailer, what we do, we start in a stock trailer that's big and open, so you feel confident putting a little pressure on them. A lot of times, like if you're in a straight load or something where there's no move, you don't feel comfortable pressuring them. So if you are stuck in a little trailer like that, you can be creative and use some long lines and back them out with long lines. Or if you're in a stock trailer, basically you're going to do kindergarten inside that trailer if you have enough space to do so. And that's really going to help you. So many times, if the horse is sticky because he doesn't want to step down, if you'll go back when you are on the ground, getting that horse to back up and then back up over obstacles where you're showing them that they will back up over a tarp or back up into a soccer ball, that same horse is going to back up out of the trailer. Usually it's just a lack of respect for you, and they'll back up for you as long as there's nothing else to think about or look at. But the moment that there is, they say, I don't think so. And that's where you get that shut down. So it's all about just preparing for that resistance on the ground. Question number 6. Our horses won't stand still at the mounting block. Any suggestions? He's definitely associating it with work. If we take the bit out of his mouth, he'll stand perfect. 7-year-old Mustang, Miss Jessica. Abso-freaking-lutely, Miss Jessica. I would like you to do the come get me trick. If you are a member, check out the come get me trick. And if you are not a member, check out our membership. We're giving it away for free for the rest of the summer. Over 700 videos of our lifetime's work for free.
Pause. Another quick thing, too, if they don't have the membership and they want that come get me trick right away, it's on our website, Education
Oh, my
tab.
goodness. It's on our website at Education Time.
Education tab.
Education tab. Check it out. It's going to be awesome. So the come get me trick is basically the way to say, hey, excuse me, sir, come here or I'll spank your hiney. Where you show them how to move off the pressure by reaching over them with the long crop and touching their hip bone until they release. So it's the most dependable way that I've ever seen for mounting a horse, because it's the only way that I've ever seen for mounting a horse that there is a physical repercussion to get them doing what you want, to get them standing right there. It's not desensitizing. It is pressure and release, and that's what we like to see.
Explain it a little bit. So whenever you're teaching that and they do move away from you or they do get antsy, what are you doing to get them to come stand back by you? Like, what is the physical repercussion? You're just tapping.
You're reaching over there and you are clicking and tapping their other hip away from you, and that makes them want to come your way. Question number 7. I just watched a video review session, and I'm using a snaffle with shanks for all of our sessions, and then ran into some issue with the backup. So I went back to the snaffle. Thoughts? Linda and Melbourne. Absolutely. So sometimes people will send in a video and they're working on a specific thing, and that doesn't get translated. Whenever you see me pointing out, it's not a personal attack or a suggestion. It's just in that specific video. So we just got done doing video reviews today, since we were on the airplane yesterday. And on the video review, she was doing canter departures, and the horse's nose was a little further out than what she would like. So I suggested a shanks, even though she was just on a snaffle. Then she says, hey, I went back to help her out with that backup. Absolutely. There's no problem with that. And if you have a rhyme or reason, you have a purpose, that is no problem at all if you are purposely making those adjustments. Just a tip if you are still looking to advance. And maybe you want to use that snaffle for 2 or 3 sessions and get that horse real soft laterally, left and right, or use it for your backup and then come back to the shanks. Again, no problem. Whenever I suggest for you guys, what's going on, Mr. Stan? Whenever I suggest for you guys to get in a more advanced bridle for your more advanced work, understand my most finished advanced horses that are completely one-handed, completely bridleless, rope, do all these things. At any given time that I want, I can go back to snaffle or halter work. If you are a Harvard graduate, it shouldn't offend you if I ask you a kindergarten or first grade question. More to that point, you should be able to answer that kindergarten or first grade question. And what you'll find out is if you talk to a Harvard graduate and you ask them a middle school equation, they won't know it. And the reason not because they're not smart, it's because they've been so advanced for so long, they forget. So it's the same way with our horse. Because we work with the advanced stuff and we do advanced stuff, that does not mean we can't come back and have a snaffle session or have a halter session. So absolutely no problem, Miss Linda, coming back and doing a snaffle session. Question number 8. Tips on teaching a young horse to load. Try putting mom on the trailer and he froze Miss Charlene. All right, so this is the biggest thing and the most straightforward way I can explain it. If the horse does not give the pressure, if the horse does not lead over obstacles, go over obstacles, tie up, give the pressure in every way, give for the farrier, giving us trying to tie them into a metal box, usually it's not going to turn out awesome because they don't do it without stimulation. So now we're adding stimulus. So if it's a young colt or if it's a horse that doesn't give the pressure, no problem. Do you know they ship millions of steer around the world? Do you know they send millions of steer and cows and goats and sheep and pigs and stuff all over the country every year? Well, those things don't give the pressure, so they just shoo them on the trailer. So if you have a young horse that does not give the pressure, he can't tie well by himself. He doesn't give the pressure. You can't pick up his feet. Don't try to tie the horse. Just shoo him on. Just put your trailer in a place where you can just send them on just like cattle. If you do that, you're going to find that you're going to be so much more successful than folks who have a horse that doesn't give the pressure. And the first place that they're really trying to lead them, that there's going to be adversity is the trailer. Those are the folks who are really going to end up in trouble.
So that's Charlene. She's been working a little Paso baby, and they've been doing a ton of tie time. So
awesome.
For right now, that'll work perfect for them. And then just keep working that tie time and that resistance, and then she'll be.
Guys, every single person who sends a horse to us for training tells us, hey, trailer work, trailer work, trailer work. Very rarely do we do trailer work. By the time that horse ties and gives the pressure and goes over obstacles and goes in the thunderdome and chases a steer and plays horse soccer and goes through a tunnel and goes upstairs and goes through a mattress and goes up, the trailer's easy because the trailer is just one more obstacle and the tying of the trailer is just one more place to be tied to. So with that being said, just get your horse broke. And if your horse isn't broken up yet or you think that there's going to be a problem, just shoo them on.
Millie.
Question number 9. We watched a free virtual clinic on YouTube last Friday. Kelsey said there was going to be a technological era and that you'd be giving away 3 free retreats on this one Friday. Oh, 3.
Whoops. My bad.
3.
Oops.
Oh, man. She must like you guys a lot.
I made a mess up.
Will that link be posted on your Facebook?
Yes, it'll be live tomorrow.
It will be posted live tomorrow.
So they can get on there and see it and then get registered for that.
Boom, boom.
It goes live Friday. 7 p.m. Central
7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
On our YouTube channel.
On our YouTube. And we're going to be riding a Mustang that likes to buck. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So it should be pretty entertaining. Will I get bucked off or will I not? I don't know. Watch to find out.
And how do they win? How do they win the free retreat?
When you win the free retreat, there will be a special code word at the end. Something along the lines of...
Don't say a word.
Okay.
No.
We're not going to give you a word.
No, it's a color and an animal.
A color and an animal, and it will be wonderful. And it'll be at the end of the video, so watch all the way through. And the first person to send in the Gascon Horsemanship is going to get a free retreat.
What about the second one?
Guess what? We're giving away 3. So make sure you watch it. Make sure you send it in because we want to have you come hang out with us in the vacation of a lifetime.
Okay, number 10 is going to be Miss Mary's question. I can't get it to copy, so just do that one there. Perfect.
2 questions. Did you trick me? You said 1 question.
Oops.
2 questions. I am a nervous Nellie, not my horse. Any advice? Well, alcohol is very good for getting you to calm down.
Michael.
What?
What in the world?
No, just
We don't do that at the retreats. We don't eat daiquiri, drink daiquiris, and play horse soccer.
Guys, if you believe in your horse and you're worried about being a nervous Nellie, you can do a couple of things. Number one, sit down and sit back. That really gets things nice and easier. The next thing is I tell my clients who are riding in big shows. I was talking to Chris that was just roping in the box. Hey, let's do some block breathing. Block breathing is what the Navy SEALs do in stressful situations. If you feel stressed out and sketched out, if you will breathe in for 4 seconds straight, hold it for 4 seconds straight, blow out for 4 seconds straight, hold it for 4 seconds straight. You won't make it through that cycle very long before your heart rate goes down, before it slows down your respiratory rate. Okay. Here's where I point. I was bucked off a different horse and am transferring that fear into him. He's older, 26, and will be in the pasture for the next 10 months due to me being away for school. Good health condition now. Should I be concerned about riding him when I return? Hoping his friends will take him out occasionally, but you never know. All right. So whenever you're doing that and you're coming back and you've given them 10 months off or 9 months off, just go back to the respect series. Just make sure they back, make sure they give, make sure that no matter how spooked they are or how worried they are, they will not pull on your hand. And that's what it all comes down to, is control the head, control the horse. If you're bringing in fear and anxiety from falling off of a horse, remember, all of us, all human beings, myself included, all human beings fear the unknown. So the reason I can fall off a horse and not be afraid is because on my way down, I'm thinking, dang, I should have did this or did that. But on the other hand, I don't like electricity because it bites me without pinning its ears or swishing its tail, because I don't know about electricity. So it's the same thing. The more you learn, the less afraid you'll be. So go through the respect series, learn how to get that horse to back up, be soft. And whenever you come back from that 10-month layoff, look at it as an adventure and an opportunity to get that horse broke all over again for you to ride. If you do this little bit of groundwork and really understand how that directly works towards how the horse is riding, you're going to feel so much more confident, because you're going to think, hey, I can really do anything I want to this horse and he will not pull on me. He will not take me for a ride. And that's what's going to make you.
And that's the same answer for this question here.
I get nervous when I take my horse out of the arena because I've had other horses bolt with me. How can I trust that this is not going to happen again? Miss Sarah. So the reason that I feel confident taking a horse out and about is because I already scared the bejesus out of them. And they said, okay, even if you scare me, I won't pull on you. I'll give you my face and my butt. And no matter how fast I go, I'll give you my face and my butt. If you can do that, well, then that's what's going to make you confident. Is you've already seen that you've purposely made them uncomfortable and they give you their face and their butt, and you've purposely gone fast and they'll give you their face and their butt.
All right. Some more. So, Roxanne.
Are there going to be lives from the clinic?
There will not be lives, but I'm recording everything, and it's going to be in the new course. So every horse, 10 horses, both days. And then you guys will get to see all of that.
Not sure how this works or if I was supposed to submit a question ahead of time, but I have a problem. I have a Tennessee Walker that I show in flat shod classes. We have really been working on maintaining impulsion and balance, but also staying steady and relaxed, if that makes sense. Anyways, he's been doing great. Stands in the lineup, backs after a perfect ride. Then he falls apart when it's time to collect the ribbon. He usually places first, so this is especially embarrassing.
He feels like a volcano about to explode as soon as we move toward the person handing out ribbons. He blows up and looks at them like he's terrified. He's a bolter, and I've lost my nerve since baby number 2, so I don't push him too much. What can I do? I don't have a lot of time in the ring because the other people behind are waiting to get their ribbons. Help.
All right, this is awesome. So, Miss Megan, it's going to come all down to being able to control his face and his butt. I was raised on a sketchy show horse as well that you would win, and you would almost die just getting a ribbon or the blanket, or they'd hand you a trophy, and you think, a trophy? It takes 3 hands just to ride this horse. So completely understand where you're coming from. This is going to sound repetitive, but if you'll go back through the respect series and desensitize that horse with a tarp and a flag and a ball and a can bag and as much ridiculousness as if you like, and then go and really get that horse where you can pick stuff up off of the fence and drag it and do things like that and have it handed to you from somebody else, this is really what's going to keep you from having issues. If that horse feels explosive, we don't have enough left and right. If we get that horse soft left and right where we can move his face and his butt, he'll already know that we can shut him down when he tries to act, when he tries to do these things. So our ability to get him to give his face and move his butt and face his fears is really going to cut down that time. And you're going to be able to approach them or have them approach you because he won't believe that he can blow up. So many horses that are stuck in a straight line. So if he's a good gated horse that's impulse in a straight line, it's the lack of left and right that is making him where he's so explosive. When he gets sketched out, he's straightening his head and neck up, and it's like the balloon is holding more and more pressure until it's going to pop. So get him soft left and right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the membership. It is free for the rest of the summer.
The link is in the comments.
The link is in the comments below, and you can really get him left and right.
Okay, Colleen's your last one, I promise.
Last one. Strange question. I'm dealing with a client horse with canker. So seeing it multiple times a week, the horse is super touchy, jumpy, needle shy. Any tips on being able to work with this horse safely? Sedating him is nearly impossible. They haul him in dorm. So dorm jail is not feasible. Gotcha. So much of working these problem horses is all about your facility. Having a good hitching post or having a good stock is everything.
She's a vet that travels to people, so she's like specific for that situation.
So I have a couple farriers that have really got up on the Respect series, and what they'll do is if they have a horse that's giving them a hard time and the folks really don't want them dealing with them or tying them down or doing anything, they'll take a halter with them and take them through the first few steps of really getting that horse to back up out of their space and really getting that horse dropping his head, getting that horse giving left and right. Then they'll go right back to working. So if you aren't working in your own facility where you can't use a hitching post to your advantage, I would say, hey, learn the first 3 or 4 steps of the Respect series very well through grade 3. Get kindergarten, first grade, second grade down pat really good. And if you do those 3 steps, you'll get that horse work. He's more worried about you than whatever you're going to do to it. But so many of the horses that come in and they see the vets, they're not really worried. They're not really worried about the repercussion, but they are worried about what you're going to do to them. So since there's no repercussion and they're worried about you, they'll really fight and throw their head or strike out or run into you because they're finding those releases, as opposed to if you would get that horse and the first thing you did was just back him up across the pen or back him up across the parking lot, give him left and right where he doesn't want to get pulled on. You'll see that same horse put his head down and really allow you to do those things. The couple of farriers that I've helped with this program that have been using it, it really helped them out because now instead of worry about sedating or the needles or this, that, and the other, they'll just spend 5 minutes with the horse and really get them humbled up and quiet before they even start trying to pick up their leg. Well, then picking up the leg doesn't seem like such a hard thing for the horse to do. So that's what I would suggest for you if you're on the road traveling doing this. Guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. Super excited and looking forward to doing this Alaska clinic. We just had an awesome Montana clinic this past week. It looks like we're going to be going to Montana every year now. Very pretty up there. Big shout out to Miss Chris, great host, Firefly Stables. They were awesome. We worked 10, 11 horses a day. We worked some rope horses. We worked with literally everything from a pony all the way to a draft horse and everything in between. Colt starts, Mustangs, Canamarras, gated horses, trotty horses, everything you could think of. So really cool clinic, cool place. I got to compete in my first rodeo, so that was really cool as well. My header got run away with, so I didn't get the steer turn for him, but it was all good. It was a lot of fun, and Montana and Alaska is a lot cooler than Mississippi is right now, so that's always good. Well, guys, thank you guys so much, and make sure you check out for the video on Friday and get you those free retreat spots because we would love to have you down in South Mississippi, have a vacation of a lifetime. All right, guys, have a great day. See you next time.